This movie tells a story about Ginger, who has found a peaceful island sanctuary for the whole group. However, back on the mainland, the whole of chickenkind faces a new threat, and Ginger and her team decide to break in. The sequel tries to replicate the success of its predecessor. Unfortunately, this movie is missing the magic. The narrative creativity is toothless, as it's basically the same movie, only bigger and bolder. The film's main shift is that instead of breaking out, they are breaking in, but it turns out those two things feel really similar. It feels rote as it's utterly devoid of imagination. This is a sequel that allows the basic premise of the original movie to be rehashed with notably diminishing returns. It's been explored many times before in kid-oriented media, the conflict between naive, youthful curiosity and overprotective authority. This generational dynamic fades into the background rather sooner than later. The visuals are pretty, but everything, including the story, dialogue, and gags, feels standard and really bland. This movie has all of the basic elements of the first, but it feels more like a collection of heist movie references than something with its own distinct identity. You get exactly what you expect as the rescue team goes through all of the harrowing machination to save the captives. The problem is, none of it is exciting and just going through the motions to the expected end. The film meanders through two familiar plot points as well, something they never would have done in the first movie. Another problem is that it relies on a character dynamic that is not fully fleshed out. The main relationship is between Ginger and her daughter, but Molly is a two-dimensional character at best. We don't get much of a sense of who she is, which is something that pretty much the majority of animated protagonists already have. She feels more like an extension of her parents than her own character. There's never much of a reason to care about Molly, which is a shame considering that the entire film is centered around saving her. Overall, it's not worth to watch this in theaters. Just wait on your streaming service.